This is Benny Pulley, behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting. Welcome to the show this morning. We got Scott Collins, City Manager of Shelbyville, and we're going to discuss things going on in Shelbyville and what's we can expect coming up. I know we got a lot of projects under wraps here, but what's the biggest one that you can come up with right now? Besides, I know you're a UT fan, and Arkansas is coming up. You know, I'm from Arkansas.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, but the problem is, when they play, Arkansas and Tennessee play, I always root for Tennessee.
Well, we owe them a payback for a little hiccup from last year.
So I know, man.
I think the young men will be ready to play some football this
I believe
weekend.
You're right. I believe they're ready. And you got a good quarterback, too.
We've got a great quarterback, yes, and we're getting some people healthy.
I think you're right. I think we got just a good chance here.
I think we've got a good football team and a fantastic coach.
Yeah, I agree
that's got the program in the right direction.
That's right. So going up on the square, that's usually where everybody wants to start, since we got one of the best squares around. What's going on?
Well, exciting happenings are every day now.
Right.
And it's kind of funny. Yesterday, a person walked up while me and the public works director was standing there, and we were literally staring at a hole. And they're like, wow, what are you doing? And then they looked up and they said, oh, the utilities, overhead utilities are gone. And we laughed and we said, yeah, look at the difference.
Yeah.
And and that's where one of the ornamental lights will be going.
Right.
And our Buck was, just explaining how it was going to go and putting in the concrete form and everything.
Yeah.
So that section of street is going to mirror the square.
Okay.
Because you remember, I don't, but people's told me, but I'm sure you remember what the square was like when you had all the overhead lines and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And look at it now.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, like when I built my house, I had mine put underground because of storms. Because when you have a big storm,
yes,
it'll take it out pretty quick from the house. Yes. If a tree or limb or anything falls on it, when it's underground, not likely to happen,
Correct.
And that makes the city square not be so cluttered.
Yes, sir.
Even though the utilities are there, you just don't see them.
We've got to have them, but it's great when you can have the opportunity to put them underground.
Yeah.
Because it makes things look so.
It does. Like in subdivisions, you've seen where they have put them underground. It makes a whole lot of difference.
It does. But we're really excited about that. We've already done a section of the concrete on the streetscape that the mayor and council approved. And it looks like rock. Okay. The sidewalk area kind of looks like rock. And then it's going to be painted in such a manner, or tinted, I don't know the proper term.
Tinted, yeah.
But it's going to make you feel like you're walking by a riverbank.
Oh, okay.
And then it's going to have a wooden look boardwalk that'll lead down the street, South Spring Street, and then eventually cut over to where the new river walk is going to be.
Right.
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, up on the square, I know I've been seeing a lot of progress with the grindstone. So tell me a little bit about that.
Again, there's changes every day there.
Yeah.
They're looking to open probably the 1st of next month.
Okay.
But they're frantically working to get everything done. And I've came to know Craig and Minnie Campbell a little bit better. And then Beth Davis, of course, with Medco Investments. I've known her, but, getting to know her better. And they want everything perfect.
Oh, yeah. They've been working on the sign inside, the cowboy sign. And I've been watching it progress on Facebook, just sort of seeing how they're coming. And it looks like they're getting close.
But I had a good conversation the other day because we were talking about the business model and this and that, and if we have to be concerned with anything. And Mindy Campbell was just wonderful. She said, this is a gathering place.
Yeah.
She said, it's not a bar. Yeah. It's a gathering place for people to come and enjoy good food.
Well, the thing is, it's going to have
coffee,
music and stuff.
Good music, and gather together.
Yeah.
And that impressed me so much.
Yeah, it is. And a lot of times people think about that, because there's a lot of venues, a lot of times that they have music and singing and stuff like that, but they've got it there if you want it, but it's not.
It's definitely not going to be Broadway.
Right. No, that's
they
for
let
sure.
that be known really quick. It's going to be a good gathering place to where people can relax and enjoy.
Yeah, Craig was telling us a little bit about it the other day when we interviewed him, and he was talking about all the different things they're going to have in it, and it's impressive. It's going to be nice.
It is, because again, I'm up there frequently because looking at the streetscape project, and then we had to do. The city had to coordinate with Shelbyville Power, who has been phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the folks at Shelbyville Power and Water and Sewer, the whole team. Anytime we've had to ask about something on the street, how we need it with Public Works, they've been right there and great to work with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard they're real good people.
But that's gave me the opportunity, because I'm kind of nosy, Benny.
Oh, yeah.
And so
most of us are.
That gives me the opportunity to stick my head in the door. And that the wagon wheel chandeliers, the light sconces on the walls that look like old-timey lamps, lanterns.
Reminds you of an old Western saloon or whatever you would call it.
I mean, and then to just eavesdrop on some of the conversations and some of the events and activities they're wanting to have.
Right.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and I see the square. It's a square in most towns is a vital part of a community, and so we have one of the best squares, I think, in the United States.
Absolutely, Benny. Every economic development conference, class, whatever, that I've done the last 35 years, everyone I ever go to, they always talk about start at the square. That's your heartbeat. And then move out. And Shelbyville is blessed because we do have the best square in Tennessee, if not the nation.
And I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we talked about it before, it was one of the original squares that most of the squares in the United States are based off of.
I've heard historians speak to the Shelbyville plan that goes west, and other people has modeled after us.
And that's a great thing.
It is. It's something to.
It took a lot of work. Whoever designed it originally, they had a good idea.
Well, and that's something we hope to incorporate moving forward. Again, we're working on the streetscape to make it a non-motorized vehicles, pedestrian use, to tie it in with the Fly Arts Center, which I'm getting to know those folks, and another wonderful organization.
Jody and Dennis are doing a great job over there.
She's phenomenal, and the others that I've had the pleasure to meet. But, you're going to have the Fly Arts Center, and then if you take a right turn, you're going to have the river overlook and river walk. So there's a lot going on, and what we'd like to do moving forward is put historical markers that tell about the different things. Because I had the pleasure of talking to John Freeman with Shelbyville Water and Sewer the other day, and we was talking about a project, and then we started talking about what used to be, and that man is a founding of knowledge. Yes, and talking about how all the power used to be generated for Shelbyville right there. At the River Bottom Park, and it's just fascinating.
I mean, if you go in, because I used to do a lot of Civil War metal detecting and stuff like that, and so I researched a lot of different campsites different around our area, and it's a pivotal part of our history, and the more we can know about that, it just helps us to, see what's going on.
And we've had others, of course, the river itself is one of the most biodiverse, I believe the term they use.
In the United States,
And so, to have sculptures of the different wildlife around it and in it. Would be great photo ops.
Ain't no doubt.
Because one of the things we're really getting excited about and working with the Fly Arts Center is that when you first enter what is called the Riverview District on South Spring Street and the corner of Depot.
We're
hoping to have a horse statue of beautiful Jim Key.
Okay.
The horse that performed for presidents.
Right.
And I've read the book on him, and that is a fascinating history. And then by happenstance came upon his gravesite that is decorated up and has a little history about him.
Okay.
So we'd like to just stuff like that.
Incorporate some of that into the...
we can tag it and put it on Facebook and Instagram and whatever other social media.
Yeah.
And then people will say it like, well, I want my picture made there.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll come.
Well, you know, Nashville's got one, and I think Channel 2 or one of them, I think it's 2. But you can go... No, it's Channel 5, I think. You can go in its own Broad somewhere, and they got the wings and all, and a bench, and take your picture here and post it, and would tag you, and it goes all over. So that's something, you know, we could probably do with that. That would be
because
great.
we want to do that all around the square.
Yeah.
I mean, they already have some wings painted here and there.
Yeah, I know.
And if we can just get that going all around the square, all around Shelbyville.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, we've got the celebration, we've got so many great things.
Warren over at the Walking Horse place, Tootsie Walking Horse National Celebration Grounds, he's bringing in a lot of new venues that we've not had, and so that's really helped too. Oh, bringing in more tourist dollars, you know.
I think he told me out of 52 weekends a year, they have over 40 weekends booked.
Yeah.
So when you throw in the holidays and Christmas, and everything, that young man is doing the work.
Yeah, he's a good one, that's for sure. Now we're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be right back.
When's the last time you've seen the eye doctor? Don't wait. Whether it's little Carter's first pair of glasses or keeping a good eye on your vision health as you age, your eyes are a precious thing. See personalized care for the whole family and friendly faces at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care on 605 North Main in Shelbyville, across from the U.S. Post Office. Striving to bring you excellence in optometry every single day. Don't put your family's vision off. Make an appointment today at 931-684-2020. Personalized eye care for the whole family at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care. Visit Kincaid Service Company today to experience the superior comfort of a Serta mattress. Serta has pioneered sleep innovation for more than 90 years, bringing quality products to more than 150 countries worldwide. Serta Comfort is validated by consumers with thousands of 5-star reviews and are designed and assembled in the U.S. at one of Serta's state-of-the-art facilities. Serta's award-winning mattress collections are created by providing superior comfort along with overall support and breathability. Get Serta Comfort by visiting Kincaid Service Company in Shelbyville. Online at kincaidservice.com.
All right, this is Benny Pulley, behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting. I'm here with Scott Collins, and we're city manager, and we're discussing all things about the city. And right now we're just finishing up about the square and all that kind of stuff. But I know we've been working on a project, the riverwalk.
Yes.
And I guess it was a grant or something y'all were trying to get. So tell us on that project how it's going.
Well, this project is one of them that just seems to go on and on and on, and nobody ever sees any dirt being turned over.
Any progress.
Yes, and it's frustrating for us too.
Oh, I bet.
But I kind of got tickled a little bit the middle of the week. We had sent information to TDOT probably about 3 weeks ago, and they said we should have you an answer October 8th. So that, of course, was Wednesday. And so October 8th came and went, and I thought, well, goodness, I guess I'll need to reach out to our project coordinator. With Neil Schaefer in the morning. Well, I wake up, and after doing my devotionals and everything, I check my emails. There's an email from our project coordinator to TDOT, like at 7:30 in the morning. What's the status of our right-of-way review? So she was on top of it, and then later that day, we got a response from TDOT, and one of them took a little bit longer. But what this is... Benny, it's the right-of-way plans that they've got to review and cross-reference, cross-check, all this stuff. But they're so close, and once they say your right-of-way is good, that's when they go to what's called the final design. We've got one small parcel of property that the team will be negotiating with. And then we do the final design, and right after that, we go to bid. Right after that, we break ground and start pouring concrete and putting down asphalt.
That'd be good. Yeah, that'd be a big project.
Yes.
Yeah, and it will probably bring more tourist dollars to the town once people find out about it. It's going to take a little while. It might be a year or two getting it established, but just social media blast and all that kind of stuff will help.
And activities.
Yeah.
I mean, our Parks and Recreation Department has already had a float the Duck River activity, and started out they had like 10 people wanting to participate. Well, the day of they had over 30, and this was an inaugural event.
Right.
So we've got a lot of, I guess, youth and enthusiasm that's really wanting to take advantage of the opportunities we have, because not that many cities have a river running right through the heart of town.
Yeah, was it out in Texas, was it San Antonio or whatever? It floats right through the city. Well, that's sort of the type of thing we could do, music venues and stuff. And I know we were trying for some contest they were running or something. How'd that come out?
That's going very well. It's a foundation. Again, it's kind of a partnership.
Right.
Beth Davis is a strong proponent of it. A young man named Aaron White is an exceptional grant writer, and they are working with Cooper Steel and others, and the city has highly endorsed it. The mayor and city council's behind it, and we finished top 3 in voting, and they're convinced we're going to get the funding, which will allow a concert series.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
A lot of exciting things. And
I know we really promoted it on both stations.
Yes, you did.
Trying to get people to vote, because I thought, well, if we can get the music venue, we're in the radio business, so that's just better for us.
Oh, yes, y'all can do live remotes there, and there's so much we can all come together on, and
for sure.
Everybody benefit.
Yeah. So I know we're doing the Riverwalk, and of course, like you said, it's a grant, and it takes time because we're developing it right now, trying to get everything ready before we start the construction. So what else have we got going on that you think might be important that people ought to know?
Again, the mayor and city council is really focused on livability issues.
Okay.
What can they do to make life better for the people they represent?
Right.
And one of the projects was a community development block grant, CDBG, for Deary Street to help connectivity between coming off Depot and going down to East Lane. And eventually it'll go on to Madison. Because there's a lot of people that enjoy walking in this town and bicycles.
That's one thing about a lot of cities. They don't have sidewalks. Nashville's one of the world's worst not having sidewalks where people, that's why they get so many pedestrians run over, because they don't have the sidewalk. But that's something that I think all cities ought to have, is sidewalks, because when you live in the city, of course I've worked in the city most of my life, but I like walking to different locations. Like if I want to go to the restaurant, or if I want to walk to, wherever I can go get a cup of coffee or whatever, I can walk there and not have to drive, and it saves energy too. And
it does. It does, and gets us feeling
more healthier. Because the more you walk, better off you'll be.
But that project is about 85% complete.
Okay,
and they've already eliminated a couple of previous drainage issues.
Okay,
so that's taking a little time. But again, Public Works, when they do a project like this, they want to make sure they address any issues.
Yeah,
and then the old scout saying, leave it better than you found it.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a huge improvement and help some of the business owners that were having water issues.
Right.
We've got better drainage. It'll go on down where it's supposed to.
Oh, yeah, because I know when I first moved here, going down 231 about where People's Bank is, right in that area, oh, man, anytime it came rain, it was all the way, both sides of the street. Covered with water. And you're going, here we go.
Well, we joke around all the time about an old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And, that makes me think about the big elephant we're taking on in a week from tomorrow. We took a bite out of it in Neyland. We need to take a bite out of them in Tuscaloosa now. But we're the mayor and city councils want us to work systematically and start just addressing these projects,
right,
and getting them done and moving on.
Yeah.
And speaking of drainage issues, one of the biggest projects that everybody for years has been talking about is the flood pumps. Yeah. And the old antiquated system is about to be replaced. The actual motors are sitting at Public Works that weigh, I think, each motor weighs 16,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's one they had to call in Cooper Steel to move the cranes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember they're talking about that.
Yes. And then the pumps themselves are at the Shelbyville wastewater treatment grounds.
Okay.
And they weigh 22,000 pounds each.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, you can't just pick them up and set them in.
No.
The final design on the housing, all the coordination, because, when them pumps was put in, you had to get out in the weather, walk on a metal platform in a horrible storm, and start flipping switches.
Right.
These are going to be
pretty well automatic, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they tell about a piece of tape or a marker on a pole that if the water gets up to it, then you got to go on the metal platform, turn on the pumps.
Right.
Well, they'll have systems that will figure that out for you, and they'll automatically kick on.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And you can monitor wherever you have access.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Number one, it's going to be safer for the city. Yeah. But also, just as importantly, it's going to be safe for the men and women that had to answer the call and get out in them rough conditions.
Yeah, and the thing about it is we move along in our society, technology has taken over. Yeah. And there's so much stuff, like Chase, sometimes we'll be out and something, he'll pull up his phone and log into the computer here and fix whatever it is while we're out doing a remote or something. It's like, man, you'd have to drive there, fix it, and then drive back.
Oh, absolutely. I remember being excited when we was in Carrollville and we got our first fax machine.
Yeah. Oh, I know, man. We really, people don't realize, from years ago, having to use the dial phone.
Oh, of course.
Had to use the rotary phone. Then we had to use the old fax machine. And
Benny, my grandmother, they even had the party line, which as a kid I thought was hilarious. You pick up the phone,
you could hear some great conversation.
You could learn some stuff.
You could write stories, nice story. And then you'd pick it up and they said, "I'm on the phone right now. Could you hang off? I'll be off in a few minutes." They can hear you pick up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so now we're getting close to the end of the year. It's getting close to Santa Claus coming. So what we got going on up on the square?
Well, there is so much and so exciting. As a matter of fact, there's a meeting today for the Bedford County Christmas event. And this year it is on a Friday. Okay. And it's going to be, I believe, from like 4:30 until 7 p.m. Okay. And the reason the organizing committee is doing it this way, they want to gather everybody together on the square. Let's, celebrate the birth of our Savior and just great fellowship, but then give the businesses opportunity to have their post-event activities, because I know the Capri Theater, which is another jewel in our town. The Capri is going to show a special Christmas movie, and somebody is sponsoring it where all the children get in free.
Well, that's good.
And then I know Glass Holla is going to be doing a big event. They're doing a big event for Halloween. Yeah. And they're also Grindstone is going to have a Christmas-oriented event that night. So they want to bring everybody together, have all the fun and festivities we had last year with a stronger focus on local talent. Right. We may not have the big, flashy stage and stuff, We may have it.
Right.
We may not have it, but no matter what, we're still going to have great entertainment. We're going to have the fireworks, and we're just going to have great time to come together in fellowship.
Yeah, I didn't get to stay long because I was having to work that night, but I stayed for about an hour or so, and I really enjoyed it. It was really great, and a lot of people were showing up. Do we know when the parade is going to be this year?
It'll be the next day. Saturday.
That's Saturday, okay.
Yes.
All right. Because I know usually that's a big deal here.
Yes.
They line the streets, buddy, for that.
We're already ordering up boxes of candy for our mayor and city council.
Yeah.
We're getting started.
Yeah, I know. You got to get started early. I mean, nowadays, because of, sometimes there's so much shortages of different things, you have to order ahead of time before you. Yeah. So, as far as the city goes and where we're going, we've got some future projects, I'm sure. I don't know whether you can say anything about them or anything, but how are we looking on the Starbucks? I've seen it's getting close.
It's coming together.
Yeah.
It's in the dry now.
Right.
And once they get in the dry, usually they'll speed the process up until they get to the installation, then it slows back down.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. And that's a big project, too, so.
Well, and I'll be attending a event next week. It's the International Council of Shopping Centers, which that's not what they do.
Right.
They do retail recruitment.
Okay.
And the mayor and city council signed the contract or authorized the contract, and the mayor signed it with Retail Strategies.
Okay.
And they are now going to be doing direct recruiting for us, which will pay dividends.
Right.
And we're meeting, and like you said, I can't say too much, but we've had a productive meeting this week with a promising prospect.
Yeah.
So it's one of them cases, hurry up and wait.
Yeah, the thing about it is, most towns, when they get a shopping mall or shopping center, it helps bring in more revenue. It keeps Shelbyville residents here instead of leaving and going to Rutherford County or Tullahoma. It sort of keeps them here for a while longer, and I think that's key for our economy here in Shelbyville.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, because the more tax dollars we can generate here is the more we can reinvest in our public safety, our public works, street paving, all of the issues that make life better.
Yeah, and it keeps, as I say, the more we bring in, it keeps the property taxes from elevating.
Yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of economic development, Mayor Carroll arranged a tour of Pens.com.
Okay.
And National Pen.
Oh, yeah.
They
we
rebranded.
order from them all the time.
Yeah. And it was fascinating for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd heard a little bit about, and I've seen their former site. But to be able to walk through and see all the production they're doing and what they can do, and to know some of the machinery I was looking at a year ago was operating out of Mexico.
Oh, I know.
And now it's back in USA.
Yeah, and to me, I know a lot of people don't like the tariffs, but the tariffs was a way of driving businesses to bring it back here.
Yes.
And it's working. And it's a slow process, but it's working.
They've already said they're getting ready to add, by the first of the year, they need to already have added 15, 20 more jobs.
Yeah.
So that's people right here that have opportunity to get a good paying job and take care of their families right here at home.
Yeah, and that's the key for any community. The key is to keep the jobs here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, Scott, I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope you have a great day. I hope Tennessee beats Arkansas. And I know next week they're going to beat Alabama.
There's some kind of game the third week of October.
Yeah.
I guess I might watch it.
And by the way, guys, if you're out in the area next Saturday, we will be out there. Me and Brandon will be doing the Saturday morning program live from Bell Buckle, Tennessee. We'll be live right across from the livery stable.
Excellent.
Chase Clanton will be doing the music. He's going to be singing right beside us, and I'll get him to sing on the air probably once or twice before we get out of there. But y'all come on out, enjoy it. We're going to have a great time. I know there's going to be a big crowd.
Well, on that day, I do expect to hear Rocky Top.
All right. So he's going to have to practice Rocky Top. Yeah, because there'll be a bunch of Alabama fans there, I'm sure.
This is Tennessee.
Yeah, I know. When I used to have the coffee shop, of course, when the Webb School Show would go on, of course, we kept the doors open because it was shutting and closing so much. We just propped it open and let people come in and out. And I'd have the TV on, of course. You know what I had it on. And people say, okay, what's the score? Can you tell me the score? Can I watch it? Go ahead. If you can find room, you sit and watch it if you want to. That's fine. But there's so many people. But now it's going to be what, in the afternoon?
Oh no, it's a night kickoff.
Okay,
of course it is.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'll get through we can get through the whole craft fair before it starts.
6:30 kickoff.
Okay, well, that's good. I know this week it's what, 3-something?
3:15.
3:15.
Yes.
Cool. If you want to know anything about UT Vols, just ask Scott Collins. Until next time, we'll see you. God bless.
Thank you, Benny.
Kincaid's is proud to offer Beauty Rest Black to our customers. Beauty Rest Black represents a leap forward in bedding with sleep climate technology keeping you cool and triple-stranded pocketed coils to give you luxurious support all night long. Wake up refreshed and ready to take on the day with a new Beauty Rest Black mattress from Kincaid Service Company. 400 Madison Street, Shelbyville, across from the Speedway gas station. 931-684-5662.
When's the last time you've seen the eye doctor? Don't wait. Whether it's little Carter's first pair of glasses or keeping a good eye on your vision health as you age, your eyes are a precious thing. See personalized care for the whole family and friendly faces at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care on 605 North Main in Shelbyville, across from the U.S. Post Office. Striving to bring you excellence in optometry every single day. Don't put your family's vision off. Make an appointment today at 931-684-2020. Personalized eye care for the whole family at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care.
Hey y'all, Brandon Crossland here with the WLIJ Saturday morning program. In almost 5 years of this program, I'm about to try something I've never done with Saturdays before. Take the program and push it somewhere else. Saturday, October 18th from 7 to 1, the WLIJ Saturday morning program will be live from the world-famous Bell Buckle Web Art and Craft Fair in front of the iconic Livery Stable Antique Mall right there on Main Street. This is going to be huge. Don't miss out on the fun. The day will include the usual pure classic country and our usual Saturday favorites like the Country Music Time Machine and the All Request Hour. Only this time, I've got a town full of folks to talk to. Tennessee versus Alabama talk, where are you from, your favorite food vendor. I think we're going to have a lot of fun taking this program amongst the people for the first time ever. So if you're headed to the craft fair Saturday, remember, come see me there in front of the Livery Stable in Bell Buckle. The WLIJ Saturday morning program live from the Bell Buckle Web Art and Craft Fair. That's the third Saturday of October, Saturday, October 18th from 7 to 1. It's my favorite time of the year. Let's have some fun with it. And go Big Orange.
This is Junior Shelbyville Central cheerleader Maggie Simon, and you're on Shelbyville's radio home for Central, 98.7 FM and AM 1580. WLIJ. Go Eagles.